It was 5 kids. The oldest was 17, the youngest 13. It happened in a span of 6 months between autumn 92 and spring 93. The first was Jamal Johns. He lived in the projects with his mother, father, and older brother. No one really knows what time it was. His father and mother went to bed at 10 p.m., and his brother came home from his night job at 3 a.m. All confirmed seeing Jamal in bed. Sometime during the next 3 hours, Jamal walked to the roof and jumped. The investigation was treated as a homicide at first. Jamal had no access to the roof, as it was padlocked and only the building supervisor had keys. He was questioned but had several witnesses confirm his whereabouts. The padlock was intact and in the locked position in the morning. The case went cold. Everyone knew Jamal's family wouldn't hurt him. The police had no leads. Until 13 days later, when Jacob Stinson used his brother's .45 to end his life. Jacob's suicide was not connected to Jamal until the third boy took his life the following week. Philip's son, 13, was also found dead, as if he had jumped from his apartment. Though his window and door were both locked, police had to break the door to enter his room. Rumors started. Gang violence between these months slowed. The devil had come to Harlem, or so that was what people were saying. Church congregations grew in size. Most sermons mentioned the suicides, or killings in reference to the rumors. "The devil's come because he's been invited," said one minister. The winter came, and with it, one more body. Sam Preston, 15, sat in the courtyard wearing only his underwear. He died from exposure. Several witnesses claimed to have gone in and out of the apartment complex during the night. All swore Sam was not there. All of the victims were known to be nonviolent young men who were liked by all who knew them. In a place filled with so much violence, these boys were a commodity, and they were being taken without reason. The last death was in the spring. This time a girl, Deandra Jays, also known as Dee Dee, jumped in front of the train on the Harlem 125th Street station, as her and 2 friends were headed to school. This was the only daytime death. She had been completely normal on the walk to the station and at home before that. But just as the train approached, Deandra turned to her friends and said, "Do you want to jump?" The correlation between the cases is speculative, though any resident who lived in the neighborhood during those 6 months will say they are connected. Both of Dee Dee's friends claim that they had heard a man laughing as she hit the tracks. Police and eyewitness reports confirm there were no men on the platform that morning.